West. I'm an African man, and what I love to do is tell people the truth, my side, my opinion, and tell you the fact that people hate to listen to. I would really jump quickly into this conversation about Kanye West and debunk certain things so people can learn. And I want to make this clear. The purpose of making this video is not to make people hate Kanye West, because in reality, anyone who is trying to make the blacks or African or the descendants of the Americans of whatever they are to say you want people to hate Kanye West, you are wasting your time. The people can't hate Kanye West. He has been loved beyond hatred. So doing anything to say you want to change the perception of people to see him differently from how they used to idolize him is a waste of time. But the intentions I have here is to let you understand that even certain geniuses, people who you assume are genius, those who you even idolize, are just mere men like you, only because they know how to do few things different and they operate in a different dynamics, basically because of their environment, basically because of certain intellect. But at the end of the day, they are just humans like you. So let us talk about this Kanye West thing, and I want to make it very clear. Initially, I think about 2020, around 2020 or 2021, Kanye West came to an interview with Charlemagne the God, where he basically explained how broke he was. He said he had no money. He has been, I think he filed bankruptcy at that point. Anyone can go ahead. If you think maybe I'm just hooking up story, go back and check a video about Kanye West and Charlemagne the God. He made it open to the world how broke he is. And the idea was to bring out people's sympathy. Because for me, I always say we have certain problems in life, and people talk about being vulnerable, being opening up. I think sometimes when you're being open publicly, sometimes it's still manipulation. Manipulation in a sense that you want to buy the sympathy of people. If you read 48 Laws of Power, you do things like that. Read it very well. And so I understand the dynamics there, but I decided never to say anything about it. He said, oh, he's going through these challenges, he's going through bankruptcy. Further to that, it didn't take about 6 months to 7 months. We saw Kanye West start going into prisons to sing. From prisons, he went to church. The moment he went to church, that was where I had an issue. I was like, Christianity has been so abused that if I am Jesus Christ, I'll be ashamed to say that I come and die for the world. Christianity has been abused that if I was Christ Jesus, I refuse to blow the trumpet. I would definitely also refuse to end the world or even want to attach myself with humanity based off how the foundation that Christ has built has been wasted, has been useless, has no respect and no regard by people. It didn't take long time when Kanye West came, he started singing praises, he goes to church, he started doing and all of that. And there was a time he actually went to Joe Rogan podcast and he was also talking about how he could, build certain auditorium where they'll be humming, where they are going to do certain things and all of that. To me, I saw all those things as lies. And it got to a point also, he made certain point that he's focusing his attention on Christianity and he wants his wife, which was his ex-wife, which was what did they call it? Kim Kardashian, to align herself with him. But Kim Kardashian was like, I've lived a sweet life. You can go serve your God. I'm not against you serving your God, but I don't want to buy into your idea. Maybe sometimes I will follow you to church, but I would not buy into the Christianity lifestyle that Kanye West was showing to his family. And that was the situation at that junction. And everybody were like, maybe Kim Kardashian was the problem. And I think for a fact that if a man makes a decision to follow a religion, if he tends to be the leader of the house, it is important that the woman follows through the direction that is actually pointing out. But for me, I think that there was manipulation going on. And a lot of people were buying into the sympathy and thinking that Kim Kardashian was a witch. Kim Kardashian has no respect. Kim Kardashian was turning his children against him. And that's fine. I think it's easy for us to believe that. But when it comes to this particular junction now, that when Kanye West began to see more gifts, he was having more money and the rest of it. He broke up with Kim Kardashian. He tried to win the soul of this woman. This woman refused. She dated Pete Davidson and all of that. And Kanye West made a decision to move on with his life. I hope you're listening. Kanye West made a decision to move on with his life. And when Kanye West made a decision to move on with his life, what did this individual do? Immediately, he picked a younger version of Kim Kardashian, which is Bianca Censori. And the moment Kanye picked Bianca Censori, I said something that this guy knows exactly what he's doing. Maybe to draw Kim to be jealous, maybe he had a different ulterior motive. And I believe he had an ulterior motive because at the end of the day, the presentation of Kanye West to his wife was so obvious that he has no regard for his wife. And now he objectifies that same woman to the world publicly. Is he trying to sell merchandise? Do you think if you take your time and look at it, do you think that Kanye actually needs money? That is the purpose of him objectifying his wife today. I think he's doing it because that is who he is. He has never changed. Maybe attention is part of it. Maybe he loves attention so much because Jay-Z and Beyonce today, they are no more in the limelight like they used to be, and no one hear about them, and they keep their things private. But Kanye, that we all assume is a genius, has something else going on. And what is going on with this guy is really not funny. It's really not funny. Because at the end of the day, you, Kanye, was the one saying that you want your daughter to, to be righteous. You want to draw your daughter to the house of God. You want your daughter to act in the right way. And you were fighting Kim Kardashian. It is the same Kanye West that was fighting Kim Kardashian for objectifying his daughter, now makes a decision to objectify his new wife to the world. And I know at the end of the day, people keep clapping for him and they say, oh, he's just a business genius. He's great at what he does. But to me, I see that as bullshit. A great bullshit. And I think that the lessons and the moral lessons of all these things is to make it clear to the blacks, because we love idolizing people. It is time for us to understand that he is just a human like every single one of us. This is not about temptation anymore. Kanye is not doing things basically because he's been tempted. He shows himself that he's just human like us, and he has no regard for women, and he has no respect for women, and he doesn't really love his wife as he claims he used to love his wife. Because now you have the option to pick a lady of your choice. You pick Bianca Censori, and Bianca Censori tends to be a lady who is submissive. Anyone who sees that lady make any conversation, you would agree with me that Bianca Censori is a submissive woman. And now that you go away from the one that we say that she's stubborn, the one we think that she doesn't have the best interest of Kanye West, and he came out the other time, he said he was being drugged by Kim Kardashian and the Matriarchy Society and all of that. They were doing this to him and all of that, and he wasn't happy about it. Now he proves the point